Bushy streets.
We're going around in circles. Where's the map?
Can streets discriminate? Next time on Philosophy Talk.
Listen to Philosophy Talk every Tuesday at noon on KSJE 90.9 FM, Farmington. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, here to meet your urgent and emergent medical needs, whether they are COVID-19 related or not. Medical emergencies happen when you least expect them, whether it's a stroke, heart attack, illness, or injury. San Juan Regional Medical Center's caregivers are here to provide care to you and your loved ones. Find out more online at sanjuanregional.com. 11 minutes past 8 o'clock. It's Monday morning, August 10th. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM, over the air, of course, in San Juan County, 103.3 FM, over the air, of course, in Durango, Colorado, and streaming everywhere, of course, from our website, ksje.com. Welcome also to our viewers who are watching this visual radio program. We're streaming live to the KSJE YouTube channel and Facebook pages this morning, so we're glad that you are with us, everyone. Coming up today, a busy Monday morning. In the next few moments, we'll be talking with one of my San Juan College honors students in public speaking. She's presenting her honors speech today. That's coming up in the next few moments right here on KSJE, so you've tuned in just in time for that. Then later on this hour, around 8:35 today, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Alzheimer's Walk to raise attention to that horrible disease, but we'll learn more about how we can support the efforts of the Alzheimer's Foundation and much, much more coming up this morning at 8:35 right here on KSJE. Listen or watch at that time. Then, of course, next hour, Megan Cullip is joining me here in Studio A for our local community information program about the coronavirus, COVID-19. Two guests on the program today. We'll be talking with Nichelle Salazar. She is a midwife at San Juan Regional Health Partners, and she'll be talking about women's health during COVID-19. Also, we're speaking more with Dion Brown. He is with Basin Health Companies about the cleaning regimen that he does to keep office spaces and vehicles safe. That's coming up this morning at 9 a.m. live, of course, on Facebook and YouTube. A rebroadcast on the radio at 5:06 p.m. on KSJE. 9:06 on the radio. Mick Hess will take us roving with the arts. Today, Mick is playing more selections from Shostakovich, his Symphony No. 3 on the program today, so you can listen to that on the radio at 9:06 on KSJE. Don't forget, you can also connect with us on Twitter and on Instagram, in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And let's talk briefly about the weather forecast. Mostly sunny skies for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. The high all 3 days, 94 degrees in Farmington. Overnight lows in the mid to upper 50s. Maybe some increasing clouds, partly sunny skies on Thursday and Friday with highs 95. Overnight lows again near 60. 96 with sunshine for Saturday and Sunday, and overnight lows again in the lower 60s. Well, let me turn to my guest, who is patiently waiting to fulfill her honors requirements for my class in public speaking this summer here at San Juan College. We've been using Zoom all semester, and so today it's no different. We're going to be using Zoom so she can present her speech to me and to you. This is my honors student, Thalia Garcia Charlie, and good morning. Start whenever you're ready.
Good morning, everybody. It's an honor to be on the show today. I'm very glad to have selected the honors section for the public speaking. So today I would just like to talk a little bit about the coronavirus, but what today will be different is I would like to speak about my personal experiences. And I've heard a lot about the effectiveness of a mask, so I'd just like to speak about that as well and some common safety tips that you guys can all take. So my name is Thalia Garcia Charlie. I am a freshman for the San Juan College. I'm currently going for biology. Earlier this year, coronavirus hit everybody, and it feels like we haven't even processed March, let alone April, May, June, and July, and here we are in August. So I feel like the rest of us are still trying to process all that. But welcome August. The end of the year is coming quick, and hopefully 2021 is better for the rest of us. So, good morning. So I did unfortunately contract the coronavirus earlier this year in late April. And it actually lasted until mid-May. It was very devastating to me because around this time, I was still in school. They had moved everything from physical to online classes right after spring break. And I struggled with that transition, and to be hit with the coronavirus, it was very, very heartbreaking to me. But I just want to talk about the effects that happened to me. So I got hit with the awful, awful fevers. They were absolutely horrendous. I would have 102.1 degrees, and it would go up to 102.4, and it would just stay there. And no matter how hard and I tried to break it, or things that I tried to do to help myself, it was awful. The medicines that I took did not help at all. Of course, they had warned that wouldn't help. The shortness of breath is very, very scary. It felt like I could take short breaths, but as soon as I tried to take anything close to a full breath of air, it was like my lungs were filled. That was all the air that I could take. I started to get very scared because I have a household of 4, 3 adults and 1 child. All 3 adults caught the coronavirus, and I'm very thankful for that. My daughter of 2 years old did not catch it, and I don't know how she didn't, but the little girl is very resilient, and I'm thankful for that. But when I heard the news that she had come back negative, I began to cry. But that was a very big mistake for me because I couldn't breathe. I even began gasping for air and choking on my own breath, and I truly felt like I would pass out from not being able to breathe. So when I read stories and watch videos of people's personal experiences with the virus, I can relate tremendously. And this experience has led me to understand why so many people are dying, because the littlest things, such as moving from your left to your right side while you're laying down, picking up a pencil from the floor, or even talking will knock the breath out of you, and it's extremely hard to catch it. Showering was also very scary because your showers are hot and humid, and it feels like it's not going to help you breathe. And I also lost my sense of smell. So I'm traditional, I'm Native American, so I like to boil sage to help humidify the air around me, and I couldn't smell it. And for those of you who are Native American or just anyone understanding the smell of sage, it's very strong, and I still couldn't smell it. My taste turned everything very salty, and I couldn't taste anything for a while, and I had many other symptoms. But I just want to talk about switch and transition to masks and why masks are so important. So when the coronavirus hit, I was one of those people who are like, I'm not wearing a mask, and I don't want anything to do with that. I'm pretty sure it's not going to hit so hard here in Farmington. This is a small community. So yes, I did not wash hands. I did not wear a mask. I did not social distance. And unfortunately, I did catch the virus. So the masks are there to, keep your germs in your mouth, because the virus can spread through the droplets of your breath. So the mask will continue to keep your water droplets in, so that way, it doesn't spread very far. And for those that do escape, the water droplets, they're very microscopic. They won't travel very far, which is why they recommend 6 feet of distance, because they'll evaporate at that point. But I wish everybody has different preferences of masks. I personally like the medical disposable ones, but there are cloths and lots of other different types. So just find one that fits you. Make sure it covers your nose and your chin properly. Definitely try not to wear it underneath your nose and just covering your chin and mouth only. That is just the same as wearing it, or actually not wearing it. But lots of studies have been done with that, and actually Joe Hansen from the PBS Digital Studios, he talks about that. He's actually the one that showed me. I watched a video on him, and they had microbiologists do studies that they talk or sing and stand still at one point and see how far their the water droplets from your mouth travel. So that's where I'm getting this information from. But I'd like to move on to some safety tips. So the World Health Organization would just like everybody to keep a 6 feet of distance, and that's why. So your water droplets will evaporate by the time it reaches 6 feet from you. Please wash your hands and avoid touching your eyes and your nose. Try to clean household objects that are commonly used, like doorknobs and restroom seats. Also, if you are a recovered patient, the American Cross are looking for people to donate their plasma. They're just saying if your plasma and your antibodies can help heal patients and help them recover faster. So thank you all for listening to me. I've had a pleasure of being here all with you today. And that will conclude today's topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Talia Garcia Charlie, one of my honor students. Thank you very much for presenting your speech this morning. You are all set. You have one more to go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good day. They're thrilled to be almost done with this class, but everyone's done a great job. It's been a short class, about 8 weeks, and I appreciate her joining us this morning so that we can get our honor speeches on the program today. So thank you very much, and I'll be back with more in just a moment, everyone. This is KSJE.
The Internet